Hello,
Hi.
I'm Denise, and this is Cheryl, and we're here at the Dover Public Library. And today we're going to talk about a little display that we have in the back of the library, and it is all on
Citizenship. We call it our citizenship corner because here the immigration office in Cleveland asked us to set up a display in our library, and other libraries are doing the same thing. And they sent us a kit of things that we have. So, for example, we have in English and in Spanish, we have brochures that say the 10 steps to becoming a naturalized citizen. And we have preparation books that have questions to study for the test, so you're well prepared
English and in
in
Spanish.
Spanish. And then we have other brochures that are in English and in Spanish that say preparing for the naturalization test. So those are things uh, that we can offer to the public. We have these. I think these are interesting. We have two boxes, one in English and one in Spanish. They're flashcards about questions that are on the test, things you need to know about our government, so that when you become a citizen, you are aware of our government. So, like for instance, this one says, what name are the first 10 amendments known as? And then you turn it over and it says, oh, the Bill of Rights. So I think these questions are interesting, even for people who are not seeking citizenship, but people, just regular citizens, because sometimes it tests our knowledge. So I think that's a great thing. Yes. And then we have a copy of what the oath of allegiance is. So when you go to become a citizen, you have a naturalization ceremony and you pledge allegiance to the United States of America when you become a citizen.
Sarah is the person here that speaks Spanish fluently, so she's going to explain all that again in Spanish.
Ok, entonces aquí en la biblioteca, en la Oficina de Inmigración de los Estados Unidos nos dio un paquete de información para las personas que quieren ser ciudadanos de los Estados Unidos. Entonces tenemos folletos en inglés y también en español, los pasos que uno puede seguir para ser ciudadano naturalizado, ¿no? Y tenemos folletos en inglés y en español para preparar para el examen, ¿verdad? Tenemos aparte unas tarjetas, por ejemplo, en inglés y en español, son tarjetas que traen preguntas de los que aparecen en el examen. Por ejemplo, este dice, ¿cuál es un derecho o libertad que la primera enmienda garantiza? Y al revés puedes ver la expresión de religión. Bueno, la libertad de expresión, religión, reunión, etcétera, ¿no? Entonces son interesantes aún para las personas que ya son ciudadanos. Estas tarjetas son muy buenos y también tenemos un folleto que trae las preguntas porque uno a veces no sabe de nuestro gobierno y es importante saber cómo funciona nuestro gobierno y cuáles son nuestros derechos y nuestras responsabilidades para cuando somos ciudadanos en este país. So I explained, I didn't say this in English, but these questions help us understand what our government is, what our rights are, and what our responsibilities are as citizens.
Is there anything in this paperwork that they have to fill out? And it's
They do not fill out any, well, there must be in these 10 steps. It says the 10 steps to naturalization. There must be their websites, I'm sure. So, like for instance, step one, if you need to know if you're eligible, then you follow these steps until you get a no, and then you say, I'm not eligible at this moment, right? Si uno quiere ser ciudadano, uno puede seguir los diferentes pasos. En cada paso, si tú dices que sí, sigues al siguiente paso, hasta que encuentres una respuesta que tú tienes que decir, bueno, no, entonces no eres elegible, entonces tienes que volver a hacerlo en una fecha más tarde, ¿no? So, for example, this form, there's an application form, but they don't give the forms here. It just tells you that you have to fill in the application. Then I know that you have to go to the immigration office in Cleveland and get your fingerprints and have an interview, and then they make a decision. So it's a process, and sometimes it can be a complicated process.
All of this is absolutely free.
Yeah,
Anybody that wants it.
all of this is absolutely free.
And if they have questions and are not, fluent in English, they can make an appointment here at the library and you'll meet them
Yes.
and kind of help them with
Yes.
what they need.
Si ustedes tienen preguntas y no hablan inglés, pueden hacer una cita aquí en la biblioteca y yo puedo ayudarles a pasar por esos pasos hacia la naturalización, la ciudadanía, y ayudarles en el proceso, ¿no? Porque es un proceso que hay que hacer todas las cosas bien para poder seguir adelante. Y aparte tenemos aquí, este es em, pues es un juramento que vamos a ser buenos ciudadanos y vamos a jurar nuestra, no sé cómo se dice, allegiance, vamos a jurar nuestra dedicación a nuestro país nuevo y trae el himno nacional también de los Estados Unidos, ¿sí?
Don't speak Spanish, but I love listening to Cyril talks. He does things so well.
Thank you.
Yes. Is there anything else you want to add about our little displays in the part of the library? You're free to come and take any of the paperwork that you might need. Questions, we'll make an appointment and Cheryl can walk you through it.
Yeah. And I think too, like I say, even if you're a citizen and you don't speak Spanish, pick up this book. It says Learn About the United States, because I look through here. There are some questions in here. I go, oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah. So I don't know, just. Huh. So, for example, here's one, number 74. Name one problem that led to the Civil War. But the choices are slavery, economic reasons, and states' rights. How do you choose one? Because
freedom, political liberty, religious freedom, economic opportunity, practice their religion, escape persecution.
Yeah.
I would say all of them.
Yes. I know, but we have to pick one. So, and maybe I haven't really looked, but maybe there's more than one correct answer. And when you answer it, they'll say, explain it, or why did you pick that answer? I don't know.
Interesting. All right. And one thing I always ask the person that I'm visiting with is, what are they reading? What are you reading now?
So I'm reading two things. The first thing obviously has to do with my work with the immigrant population here in Tuscarawas County. I'm reading a book called Transnational Care. So, for example, we have immigrants living here, and they are helping to care for relatives, either their children, their aging parents, or other relatives in their home country. So it's a book about how they do that. What are the different ways, creative ways that people find that even though there's a big distance between the families, they are coordinating care for the people who remain in their home country and the people who are here. So that's one thing. It's kind of a slow read because it's very detailed and pretty academic, but it's very interesting, and I see lots of parallels, with the families that I know here. Then the other book that I just picked up today is for me. It's called The Let Them Theory. So I'm hoping to read this and just say, you know what? It's okay that other people do things differently than I do. I'm just going to let them be. And I'm going to let myself be too. So that's important for me.
Good. All right. Well, thank you very much, Cheryl, for this little bitty podcast on our naturalization table that we have. And like I said, any questions, you can
Here I am.
make an appointment with Cheryl or leave a comment below and we'll get to it.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.